guys, so it's our second full day at Hampi. We intend to check out some of the spots that we missed yesterday. Let's see how it goes. We are of course a little tired because it was a long day of walking around in the sun yesterday. So let's see how much energy we have today. And let's see what we can show you. Those two locomotives are looking neat on the bridge. So the first point we intend to check out is a stepped tank or a stepped well somewhere on the way. It shouldn't be very far from here, just over a kilometer. This is the stepped well on the way to Hampi from Hospet. The kind caretaker lady showed us around, and we were told that this was primarily used by horses for drinking water on the way. So we are in the place known as the Royal Enclosure. It's a huge place spread out over a large area, and that's where we parked. You can see that tower there in the distance. We don't know what that is. And that's another structure. You can see the remains of various structures all over this place. That's another one. We don't really know what's what. Maybe we could have got a guide today. It might have been better. So yeah, let's explore. We did get a guide soon after who explained to us what most of the structures were. As of now, when I'm making the video, I don't remember all the details. As I understand, this was not the palace of the king, but the seat of power or administration. This is where most official business was conducted. Most of the buildings were made of wood with a stone foundation. So when Hampi was attacked by the Bahmani Sultanate somewhere in the 16th century, they burned down all of those wooden structures and only the stone foundations remained. This is the entrance to one of the secret chambers where the king conducted secret meetings with his ministers. The dark underground tunnels lead to a room whose roof no longer exists, so it's now open to the air. This is how that room looks like from above. I just love the detail in these reliefs and how they have survived all these centuries. The stone pipe-like structures that you see in the distance are the remains of an ancient aqueduct system. These aqueducts used to bring fresh water from the Kamalapura lake, which is at a higher altitude than this place. It's the same lake that you saw in yesterday's video. The water from these aqueducts was used to fill tanks and pools, amongst other things. This step tank was buried until the 1980s when it was excavated, which probably explains why it's still in such a good condition. And this is a public bath, kind of like a huge swimming pool. Pretty big, isn't it? And I can kind of imagine how wonderful it would have looked back in the day. Now we come to this huge stone foundation that was the foundation for the king's court. Of course, the upper levels were all wood and were burnt down. What remains now almost looks like a stone pyramid. Here you can see stone reliefs depicting animal hunting scenes, amongst others. From the Royal Enclosure, we went to the Hazari Rama temple, which is right next door. This temple is famous for the tale of Ramayana that is depicted in stone reliefs. And the tale is depicted in detail by over 1,000 of these stone relief images. Hence the name Hazari Rama. These are the elephant stables. Don't they look like garages where the royal elephants would be parked? And these were the quarters of the elephant keepers. This is the Lotus Mahal in the Queen's area. From there we moved to the Dandanayaka Enclosure. As I understand, this area used to house the high-ranking officials. We didn't have a guide there, so I don't have much detail about the structures in this place. This is the Mohammadan watchtower, and we'll be going up there shortly. Again, more structures that we don't really know what they are. And now I'm really tired to stop anymore and explore, so we're just passing them by. Look at this gate. This is the other way to go to the Vijaya Vitthala temple where we went yesterday. this is the riverside, and it's supposed to have some boat crossing services that can take two-wheelers, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try that. So this place is one of those river crossings for people and motorcycles. So supposedly you can take your motorcycle across the river using those boats. We have no reason to cross right now, and of course my bike is kind of heavier than the typical bikes here, so I'm not going to try that, but let's see how it works. It's only suitable for light bikes, not heavy ones. By now we were quite tired and the heat was getting to me, so we rested for a while at this ancient temple. From there, we headed back to our hotel, but stopped at this restaurant on the way for lunch. I really liked the ambience there, but the food could have been better, especially considering the price. So that's all for day 2 at Hampi. Join us on the next video when we head to Badami. Bye bye.